Hey, welcome to Next Sunday AD. I'm Josh.
I'm Roman.
And tonight we are going to tackle episode 101, The Crawling Eye, the first episode of Mystery Science Theater shot for the Comedy Channel. We're going to skip past the KTMA episodes and go straight to these. So we've got a pretty bad movie. Roman?
Yeah. It's ghastly.
All right, get ready.
Ladies and gentlemen at home, stay away from The Crawling Eye. It is hot garbage. Okay, the sets, they're decent. A lot of beautiful matte paintings on there. I would even call them Star Wars level. But honestly, there isn't a single actor on here that I did not want to see be devoured by a creature from space. I mean, Forrest Tucker as your leading actor, milquetoast at best. You had Janet Monroe. Some of you may know her from Darby O'Gill and The Little People. Those bangs and Sean Connery's overly toothy smile. As for the rest of this cast, completely and utterly forgettable. I mean, let me tell you something. This felt like Diet Lovecraft at best. Okay, you have the Swiss Mountains, Trollenberg, I'm guessing, which was an alternate title for this movie, the Trollenberg Terror. And terror was definitely what I had in mind whenever I was watching this garbage. Folks at home, don't waste your time.
Normally this is where I try to defend the movie as best I can, but I don't know, the big fat climber guy was kind of funny. That's all I got. And now it's time for
The Invention Exchange.
That's right, we're going to rate and review both inventions by the Mads and Joel and see which of those inventions is actually a practical item, or at least more practical than the other. On the episode in question, Joel has the electric bagpipes, which are terribly annoying, seemingly quite difficult to play, and would really only appeal to lazy bagpipers, I guess. Yeah. A bagpiper who, you know, has no lung capacity,
or was a diminished one,
or is a torture device. That's about it. What about the Mads invention?
Yeah, the Mads had an interesting little device that would allow a human being to sweat like a dog.
Well, I could see some uses for that.
I could too, and
I sweat profusely, so I don't know. And would I be willing to pant and not sweat? I think maybe I would.
Yeah, Larry didn't seem to mind.
He didn't seem to mind.
I mean, gosh, how many times do you think Dr. Forrester hit those veins?
Actually hit him or injected him? Probably one of the reasons Larry didn't last so long. Too many injections. All right, it's time to rate the monster.
Rate that monster.
Our monster's pretty bad. He's not great.
He is rear projected.
He's rear projected, so he's easy to get away from. You know, he does have some psychic, some kind of telekinesis ability. He seems to be able to make you, you know, leave the cabin and go towards him and get eaten. He does seem to have that ability. That's about all I've got. What are the negative features of this monster?
Where do I start?
All right, I don't know. How about the fact that he has to live at the top of a mountain?
He does, but I mean, the movie doesn't really go into too many scientific facts. I'm just wondering, where does this intense cold come from? I want answers.
That's true. And you see, he seems to be kind of adapting our climate to his, or atmosphere to his, with the nitrogen content. There's some talk about that, but
I couldn't understand the word the German scientists.
Any monster that you have that just waits for people to climb a mountain to get to him, that's...
Well, his many gangrenous tentacles up there pretty much ensured rapid movement. The thing is, though...
he wasn't very fast, though.
He was not, but let me tell you, he chewed some scenery, though.
That's true. That's true.
Cardboard scenery.
He ate those cardboard trees and things, no problem.
Reinforced concrete walls, nothing against the sheer might of, you know, a gigantic pulsating sack of membranes and one kind of a, well, I wouldn't call it a moist eye.
Yeah, the Moist Eye would have been a more accurate title for this film. Okay, so on a scale from 1 to 10, what are we going to rate our monster?
I'm going to be generous here and give him a 3.
A 3. Okay, he killed a few people,
He did.
but you had to really go looking for him in the mountains. What are the chances those hikers were going to die anyway? Pretty good.
I mean, come on.
Pretty good.
They
were going to die anyway.
I mean, they drank a lot before going
They
up there.
drank a lot. It was really cold. I guess climbing a mountain is dangerous anyway.
Tucker
from what
was
I
wearing
hear,
a
I don't know.
suit.
Forrest Tucker was in a suit. He clearly wasn't going climbing. But he was still going to the top of a mountain. I mean, it's a little ridiculous. Okay, we're gonna rate this monster as a 3. All right, so we're talking this week's MVP, Most Valuable Player. We're gonna give this week's. There really weren't very many redeemable characters in the film. You really didn't care if any of them lived or died. Our hero was bland. Our scientist was uninteresting and unintelligible. Our damsels in distress honestly seemed to be... They were distressing, but they seemed to be the more interesting characters in the film. So who should we name as the MVP?
I'm going with Anne.
Anne, the psychic sister.
Yeah, she was played by Janet Monroe.
Janet Monroe. All right, so she actually had a pretty powerful psychic ability. So
yeah, she was our somnambulist. She was our what's that character's name from Dr. Kevin or Dr. Caligari? Boy, howdy. It's
Boy, howdy. That's his name.
Yeah.
So
how do you do his more cohesive brother?
So we're gonna go with the psychic sister Anne as our most valuable player this week. Hopefully next week we'll have some better characters to choose from and make this a little harder challenge.
Campers, I can't express how filled with rage and angst I was at watching this movie. The thought of Larry in heels did not make me squishy, though I did like Doc's party in the back look. It was good to see him with a little bit of extra follicles flying around. And I know I'm not alone in this, but the early Comedy Channel sets kind of had a Max Headroom level of vibe, and the shadows from the puppeteers were actually easily visible in quite a few shots, especially the ones right before the commercial breaks. And Joe was flipping lines like crazy, and my cats were pretty miffed about it. Tom actually walks to the theater in the first shot, and there were some really nice matte paintings here, but mountain flossing really does repel me. And there was a Mike Nesbitt reference here. Janet Monroe, we recognized her from Darby O'Gill and the Little People with a young, overtly toothy Sean Connery. Any movie that features a character named Pony Sabru is fine in my books. And there was a couple of horoscope gabs there. I'll allow it. And oh, those bangs meow. Janet, wow, we barely knew ye. And that paper crumpled awfully quickly, and the exposition was incredibly clunky in this one. The movie's alternate title was The Trollenberg Terror, and I'm in complete terror right now myself. A Mr. Haney lookalike walks in a certain shot, although all I saw was a sober Otis with some terrible reprojection going on. And there's a shot where they're in the car, and I noticed that with a terrible rear projection, I was halfway expecting like Batman and Robin to go crawling up the side of a building. Say hi to Sammy Davis Jr. for me. And really, some of the scenery was actually quite lovely, but I wasn't referring to the mountains. Janet, I presume. And the first running gag came out shortly after that, and they will indeed drink anything. And yes, she could eat corn on the cob through a picket fence, meaning she's got some serious buck teeth going on there. Scotch and climbing, count me in. And there was a 999 reference in there for all you punk fans out there. Nice cinematography though. Forrest Tucker is going to climb in a 3-piece suit. Just take the glasses off already, Forrest, please. Joel is a great dad. I just love his interaction with the bots. We're seeing the bots learning and adapting so they can become snarky toward Mike in later seasons. Joel will carry you everywhere. It's not a good map, but I'll bet it was expensive. Dear Diary, once again the fat guy got the bed. Pity for your thoughts, honey. When will they get married? Some rough green screening here where you can actually miss out on a bit of crow's net. No love for the fat guy, and there's some hot fainting action going on here. Why did they bring so much licorice? Ah, the Gary Busey intro where the fat guy plows through the door. Ah, sweet pseudoscience. Can't drink, can't smoke. Little goody two shoes. And man, I firmly hope that you're getting money off of me saying that. You know what? Now we're going to be getting intense. They should be up and spilling liquor in no time. Who put the zipper in my head? There's some early Servo voice there. God bless you, Josh. You tried. Glory hole murder. The handkerchief must have been on the wrong side. Josh Weinstein's Servo is becoming grating. Wow, two more 2-bit Scandinavians. Just what we needed. I'm cheering for the eye at this juncture. All I want to see is the crawling Forrest Tucker now. And God help me, I want to beat up Hans. Are you hurting? Yes. Enough eye-puns already. I want off this train. Monsters love being shrieked at. I, for one, welcome this stock footage. As much of a fan of this burning scale models as I am, I'm glad this is over. This movie was sponsored by Winston Cigarettes. That was rough. Back to you, Josh.
Hey, thanks for watching the first episode of Next Sunday AD. I'm Josh.
I'm Roman.
And we will see you guys next week when we tackle episode 102, The Robot versus the Aztec Mummy. Ooh, it's so much better than this one. We're so happy that we have something better. Also, if you want to get in on the action, you can call us and leave us a voicemail just like in the old days. The number is 501-291-3121. It should be right there somewhere, right in there. 501-291-3121. Call us, leave us a voicemail. Tell us your favorite riff from Robot versus the Aztec Mummy. If you've got a favorite moment from the show, we want to hear what it is. If you hate that movie, we want to know. We want to know what you like, what you hate. If you've got a funny riff, just dial in, wait for the beep, leave a funny message, and you'll probably hear it here next week. We'll see you guys then. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.